Because nothing comes from thin air. Everything comes through very hard experience and very hard lessons learned. My name is Professor Nashwan Dawood. I'm Associate Dean for Research and Innovation at the School of Computing, Engineering and Digital Technologies at Teesside University. I'm also a Professor of Digital Construction at the university as well. I arrived to the UK about 35 years ago. I'm from Iraq and studied my degree in the Middle East. So I came to the UK and I joined Nottingham University to do a master in construction management, civil engineering. And after that, I moved to Loughborough University to do my PhD in construction management and digital underpinning, enabling construction management. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, for construction industry decarbonisation, we've been developing lots of processes that can be deployed at the design phase, in which we will be able to calculate embedded carbon in building materials and how we could change these difficult building materials to lower the embedded carbon. The other big thing as well is where these materials are coming from, and whether it's been exported, how much distance they have to travel, and what is the intensity of carbon in the production process of these materials. And so therefore we'll be able to select some different type of materials or make it closer to the construction site, for example. And the other big thing is, as you move to the construction site or the construction process, is what's the best way to put this particular structure together that will reduce the carbon footprint of heavy and intensive equipment, for example. Particularly, we're looking now at the social housing, the way that we can reduce carbon footprint, introduction in new type of heating systems, and how the people can react and interact with these different systems. Things are changing quite rapidly. What made you to become a civil engineer? I've got lots of inspiration from hard-working parents. My dad, he was a builder before he moved into other profession to be a trader. Iraq at that time was being built, and you can see how much changes the built environment will bring to the lives of people when they live in a better accommodation, when they go on a better road, and when you look at a better building. You know, it's massively inspiring sort of things. So I wanted to be a civil engineer at this particular age. When I worked and studied in the UK, I get passionate about the way that things have been done and the way that higher education here in the UK. So I've been inspired to join and be academic here. It's not about what you know, it's about how you develop your problem-solving skills, how you understand the cultural context and the context you're going to solve problems. It's not only about the technical skills that you may need. You need to be on the top of your game in terms of a person before you solve any technical issue. So that is the sort of thing I would encourage youngsters to take the path, being a little bit more aware of your environment. I lived in different cultures, and this is really inspiring me to be working a little bit harder to understand the other cultures rather than just my own culture. I mean, in my team, we have about 7 or 8 different cultures. So instead of sitting and arguing about piece of value systems in each culture, we enjoy having to exchange these values, and that's how I advise youngsters to do. Be accommodating, understand others, and see what the value they bring with them. Because nothing comes from thin air. Everything comes through very hard experience and very hard lessons learned in societies around the world. Rather than think you know all, you need to understand first the context.